Hey everyone, this is Daniel at Guideline Geo. Today we're going to do a video on Object Mapper. In past videos I showed you how to connect an EMLID RS2 to the HDR Pro GPR. Any GPS can work for this, and if you're doing utility locating, you definitely want to use an external RTK GPS setup to locate these utilities. For Object Mapper, you need Object Mapper downloaded on your computer. You also need a dongle to get the full effect of Object Mapper. I'm going to open it up, and we want to import our files that we collected. So when we run an Object Mapper project on the HDR Pro, it then saves that file, and we can download that file onto a USB stick and then import it into this software. So here's my Object Mapper project here. It's usually just one file or your project name, and if you could have run 2 or 3 and you just want to choose one, this is the one I ran. It automatically pulls up the background map in your radargrams to the right. As you can see here, I ran 3 quick profiles, and I also I marked them with surface markers in the field that you can do on the GPR itself, and it imports them in when you download the data. These surface markers, I can click on them and it'll show me which line that marker is associated with. You can also add in filters here. So if I right click, I have a filters option here. And before I get into that, if you're confused on filters, you can come up to this help bar, and there is a user manual, and in this user manual it explains the filters and what they mean, and there's a beginner's guide to processing your GPR data. So I'm going to add in some filters here to kind of show you what we can do. Automatic gain control. And I want to add in delete mean trace. When we click OK, you should see the radargrams change. Now it's a little bit cleaner data. Up here in this bar is our contrast bar. As you can see, lowers the contrast, makes the contrast brighter. And as you can see, there are my surface markers there. You can also do object markers, which you can do in the field that import as well. That you would click here or here, and that would give you a depth on that. Once you have your background map is the way you want it to look, you have your markers in, you can then export this data into a DXF file, ASCII file, or GPS mapper, which is KMZ files. Other than that, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. You can add in different color markers. You can name those markers. There's hyperbola fitting. There's a couple other things you can do, and I won't get in too much detail. I just wanted to show how to upload it and apply some filters to it. Thanks, guys.